Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Bungo Stray Dogs Season 4, Episode 7, Dogs Hunt Dogs. Last episode, it upset me so much like I couldn't talk about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I didn't want to talk about. Like I was just so upset. They took the job. Of course. Rumple went on his own to try to figure stuff out. He found, was it Takeda? Whatever his name was, the guy told him that there was, you had the Decay of Angels, you had Fyodor in there, you had Nikolai, there was another one. There's supposed to be 5 of them. One of them took out some information from his brain. I don't know how he got the page from the book that they've been looking for from his brain. I don't know how that worked, but they got a page from the book. But then they said before you can change reality, it has to have some kind of logical steps or whatever to it. And I think and they were using the page from the book to basically set the detective agency up for the murder of all those government people. Now, the government people I thought were behind, like they were part of the Decay of Angels, so they were working with them or something. But no, the angels were using them. The main guy that I'm like, I don't trust you. That main guy was, I think, basically trying to get revenge for his father's death, and apparently it might have been Fukuzawa that killed his father. So he was gathering information about all the members of the detective agency to try to basically shut them down or arrest them or something along those lines. They got one of the hunting dogs, got Dazai. Then Nikolai basically had people as hostages, told the detective agency to send people there. If anybody else came in, they were gonna kill the people there. Now, you had the military police basically keeping an eye on what was going on inside there, and I guess the leader there was telling someone to go find out the reason behind the meeting. And when he came back, he basically told him that it was because of the detective agency and, everything that they've done in the past. Fukuzawa killing all those people, Kyoka, her also killing, having killed 30 something people, Dazai having killed a whole bunch of people, like gathering all this evidence that has been uncovered because of Mushi that I thought was dead. So you had all these things. So when you combine them, and then you had the detective agency, they were there to try to save the people. And then they were about to go in there when they started hearing the screaming. They were about to go in there. And then you see someone running in the book, and then their faces were revealed. It turns out that the faces that were revealed was our guys. Probably because of the book. That book turned that particular moment into, a reality. Basically, a whole bunch of stuff were happening. So that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feeling and I'll start this episode. And here we go. I really don't know how they're gonna get out of it, because if what I was reading in the book that became reality, how are they supposed to show that they are innocent? Like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I know, right? True, yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy right now. Like, I am so happy. I'm so freaking happy. So freaking happy. Y'all know, man, how much I love Chuya. I love him so much. And the fact that he came at the right time, and I even mentioned him this episode, when that not a bullet, especially whatever landed, and it created all this giant critter or whatever. And I'm like, it's not my boy. He say, like, I'm taking Chuya because of gravity, and all of that. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm like, he doesn't need to use that to land, so it can be him. And then when that dude came out, ever since I've seen like the intro of this episode, like the guy looks like Natsume Sensei. Like he looks like him. Maybe I need to compare both pictures, but he looks like him to me. So I've been like, Natsume Sensei? I've been debating. And then they were fighting. What was his name again? Ochi? Whatever. He, like in the intro, he's fighting both Asushi and Akutagawa. So it's like, why are they fighting Natsume Sensei? I was confused. Clearly not Natsume Sensei. He's part of the hunting dogs. There were 4 of them. There's supposed to be 5, but no one knows the 5th. Why? No one knows the 5th. And like I said during the episode, this 5th person that no one knows about could be part of the angels, the decay of angels. I don't know. But they showed up and they introduced all 4 of them to us. The blonde one is the one that took Dazai away. I said that, but then I'm like, did he really? Because Dazai has the tendency to let himself be captured. So I'm like, did they actually capture him? Or did they let them capture him? We don't know. So he's there, of course. And then they introduced the other 2. One part of me likes those characters. Like the way they were interacting with each other, especially the blind guy and the one with the sword. Like I was liking their dynamic until they said they were gonna kill I think my excitement broke my brain. Okay, yeah. Until he started attacking, he's like they were saying to decapitate your son. I'm like, and then Julia made that epic entrance. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. Okay, so they're okay for now. Now I wonder how Kyoka and Asushi are doing. Because Asushi was facing Nicola, right? And then Nicola left him there, and then apparently killed himself. Whether he's actually dead, I don't know. Then he was there trying to get himself out of the ground, and he sees the military police coming. He's thinking, okay, these people are here, they're gonna help me, but because he doesn't know how the agency has been set up and everything, he doesn't know any of that. And thankfully, Kyoka showed up with Demon Snow and knocked the police out, and they told Asushi what's happening, and then they started running. Now you had, after they got out of the place where the killing happened, when the military police sent people after them, and then they killed themselves to the point of death so that they won't have to breathe the poison gas, Charlie. And then Haruno healed them and everything, and then they left. And so they were outside. Tanizaki was like panicking, and then Kenji just gave the not a metaphor, like the example of the 10-year tree harvest, whatever that they were doing, and then this great thing happened and destroyed everything, and they had to basically rebuild. And it's basically telling them that they just have to weather through this and then rebuild again. And I started feeling hope again, just like, oh, you're so cute. So after they did that, they were like, okay, we need to find a way to transport ourselves so that we can get out of the excuse me. The police was gonna keep increasing the what is he called again? like the search area. So he's like, okay, we need to get a car or a train or what not to basically escape really fast. And they decided to go with the car because they didn't know at that particular moment that the hunting dogs are there. So they decided to go with the car because they didn't want to go on the train just in case something happens and a whole lot of people, a train, you have a whole lot of people on a train. So there could be casualties. So he's like, no, we're going to go with the car. I love when when they stop that car on the road. He's like, you have theft insurance. He's so good. So they took that person's car and then they were, try to devise a plan as to where they were gonna go. And then Yusano was like, I know a place where we can go. And I remembered when she called Mori Sensei, and I'm like, okay, does it have something to do with whatever relationship is between her and Mori? Like, I don't know. So I'm thinking maybe she's taking someplace like that. I don't know where that was. But then the hunting dogs like that. No, the blonde one. Juno was just like right there in the car. How did he get in the car? I don't know. But he was in the car, and then Kenji tried to punch him, but Tanizaki used his ability to basically confound him a little bit and then got him out of the car and all of that. And then you had he was the other, I think they were telling Kunikida like to go or something or other like that, but Kunikida of course wasn't gonna go. And then when he was coming back, you had the sword dude, Suehiro, either way, you had him like ready his sword and whatnot, and then I saw the car coming, but then they animated it in such a way that it felt like it wasn't the real car, like it was Tarizaki using his ability. But then the car actually hit the person. So and then it turns out that it was actually Kunikida that came back for them, and he couldn't like slow down, and Kenji just like grabbed hold of Tanizaki and he held onto the car, and then they started running away. But then Sway whatever was like, okay, now I'm warmed up, and then he just like sliced the car in half, and then like explosion, and like they were just came there and they're like they were about to kill everybody. No, they were kill Sue and you settle first because she's the one that heals them, and I'm like, that's not happening. And then Chuya, can you guys tell how happy I am that Chuya is here? Aww. And said that Mori is the one that sent him to save them. So yeah, there was something else that happened that I wanted to mention. Their vice captain. I could not help but make the comparison between her and Milim of that time I got reincarnated as a slime. They are both super strong. Like I haven't seen her in action, but the fact that she's the vice captain, she has to be super strong, right? All of them are like the other two that we just saw, they're super strong. So she's the vice captain, so she has to be like amazing and whatnot. And then you have Milim also that time got reincarnated as a slime. That's also like she's a demon lord, so she's super strong. But they all have these childlike personality, so it's like, yeah, she's a little girl. Miriam is like a little girl, and this one is also, she seems like a little girl, so it's like comparison. So yeah, is there anything else? Rumpo, they were on the phone with Rumpo, and then they made it seem like they used the page of the book to rewrite reality to make it look like Rumpo killed Tanaka, Takeda, whatever his name is, and then like captured it on camera and stuff. So now he jumped off a window, and we haven't heard from him since. He said that Tanaka Takeda is on the like he's okay, and that maybe he may advocate for them in the future or something or other like that. and they rewrote reality in such a way that even the detectives have memories of themselves committing those acts, which we know they didn't, but they have those memories. And I think Rumpel was one that was saying it, that they have like gifted people that can look into your memories and stuff. So even when they look into your memories and then they find that memory inside of you, then you're going to be convicted of murder. And they said, I think it was Rumpel that said this page or whatever comes from an ability that's even like even way beyond. He used a special term that I don't remember, but like it's like a top grade ability. So I don't know, man. I don't know where all this is going. I still, the fact that I mentioned as soon as I said this episode that he better come and fix things, and then you had the vice captain try to like dropped in the episode. That was funny. So yeah, that's what happened this episode. So happy. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/filming, and you can also see the full link for this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Julia. Open your eyes, Joyongi, open your eyes. Open your eyes, Asian, and open your eyes.